End of story. Those are two words no one ever wants to hear, especially when they come from someone you've admired for years. This evening, the world of television feels a little dimmer. Kelly Ripa, the beloved morning show host who has brought laughter, warmth, and light into millions of homes for decades, has shared a heartbreaking truth. Her husband, the man she calls her soulmate, actor Mark Consuelos, is facing a devastating health battle. It isn't a typical Hollywood headline. There's no scandal, no publicity stunt, no performance. Instead, it's a profoundly human story, one filled with love, perseverance, and the sobering fragility of life itself. As the news spreads, fans everywhere are asking the same questions. How did this all begin? How are Kelly and Mark really coping? And what does this mean for their future together? To understand the heartbreak of today, we have to go back to where their love story began. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos weren't your average Hollywood couple. In fact, they met long before fame and fortune defined their lives. It was the 1990s. They were young, ambitious actors on the set of All My Children. Two dreamers chasing something bigger than themselves. From the very beginning, their chemistry was undeniable, both on screen and off. When they decided to elope in 1996, choosing love over luxury, intimacy over attention, it was a sign of who they truly were. No grand wedding, no paparazzi, just two hearts ready to take on the world together. Over the years, they became more than just co-stars. They became partners, parents, and symbols of enduring love in an industry known for temporary flames. Through ups and downs, they built a family, raised three beautiful children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, and showed the world that love, when nurtured with respect and laughter, can thrive even under the brightest spotlight. But behind every fairy tale lies a series of unseen struggles. Fans first began to notice subtle changes. Mark, once the picture of health and energy, seemed thinner, quieter. His usual boundless vitality appeared to wane. To most people, it looked like the effects of a demanding schedule, the long workdays, endless flights, and constant balancing act between career and family life. But Kelly saw what others couldn't. She saw the sleepless nights, the unexplained fatigue, the small signs that something wasn't right. And as every partner knows, the heart often whispers what the mind refuses to accept. Then came the day everything changed. What should have been a routine checkup became the moment that would turn their world upside down. The diagnosis was life-altering, something neither of them could have imagined or prepared for. Kelly would later say that the moment she heard the news, it felt like time froze. Suddenly, all the red carpets, interviews, and show preparations didn't matter anymore. Nothing did. For years, audiences have adored Mark for his charm, strength, and warmth. But behind the cameras, he now faced a battle more difficult than any script could ever portray. And Kelly, the woman who has always brought laughter to millions of people, was left to stand beside the man she loves as they entered uncharted territory together. When the news broke, fans were stunned. Messages of shock, love, and support flooded social media. People weren't just reacting to a celebrity headline. They were mourning with a family that felt like their own. Kelly's life, once so perfectly balanced between fame and family, was suddenly turned upside down. Yet, instead of retreating from the spotlight, she found strength, not just for herself, but for Mark, their children, and for anyone out there fighting their own unseen battles. Even in moments of darkness, she chose to be a beacon of light. But strength doesn't mean she didn't break. Away from the cameras, behind the comforting smiles and witty banter, there were nights filled with tears. There were mornings when she could barely hold herself together before stepping in front of the world with that trademark grace and positivity. She has often said that laughter is her armor, the thing that gets her through the pain. Yet even armor can feel heavy, and in those private moments, she leaned on faith, family, and love to carry her through. For Kelly and Mark, their home became a sanctuary. The laughter that once echoed through their halls took on new meaning. Every meal shared, every story told, every simple moment together became precious. Their children stepped up in ways no parent could ever ask for. showing maturity, compassion, and love that gave their parents strength when it felt like the world was collapsing. It was a reminder of a truth so many forget. When fame, fortune, and ambition fade away, what truly remains is family. Mark, despite his illness, has faced his struggle with quiet courage. Those who know him say he refuses to let his spirit dim. He continues to fight, not just for himself, but for the love he shares with Kelly and the legacy they've built together. Kelly, too, refuses to give up. On her talk show, she has continued to bring joy to her audience, even when her heart is breaking. But recently, her vulnerability came through in a way fans had never seen before. During an emotional broadcast, Kelly opened up about Mark's ongoing health battle. Her voice trembled, her eyes filled with tears, but her words carried immeasurable strength. "Mark means the world to me," she said. "We never expected this. Every day brings a new challenge, a new test, but we are not giving up. We refuse to give in." Her honesty moved millions. This wasn't scripted television, it was real life. A woman standing in love and pain at the same time, doing what she's always done best, being authentic. Kelly didn't reveal the specific nature of Mark's illness, and she didn't need to. The emotion in her words said it all. The fear, the hope, the fragile balance of living one day at a time, it's something anyone who's ever loved deeply can understand. The outpouring of love that followed was extraordinary. Fans, colleagues, and even strangers flooded social media with messages of hope and prayer. The couple became a symbol of resilience, showing that even in life's darkest valleys, love remains the strongest force of all. Kelly later shared how she's learned to cherish every single day, how she and Mark focus on the present instead of the future. They no longer take time for granted. Each laugh, each conversation, each quiet evening together feels sacred. "We don't know what tomorrow will bring," Kelly said softly, "but we're savoring today." In those few words lies the essence of their journey, a lesson for all of us. Because the truth is, life doesn't guarantee us forever, but it gives us now. And in that now, love has the power to make every moment count. Mark's illness has brought the couple even closer. Together, they faced moments of despair, of hope, of gratitude, sometimes all in the same day. Their shared resilience continues to inspire countless people around the world who are fighting their own unseen battles. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have always been more than celebrities. They are partners who built a life rooted in trust, respect, and devotion. Their story reminds us that real love isn't about perfection. It's about persistence, choosing each other every single day, especially when life gets hard. Through this heartbreaking chapter, Kelly and Mark have shown the world the raw beauty of love's endurance. Their courage has turned pain into purpose, reminding everyone watching that even in suffering, there can be strength. And perhaps that's why their story resonates so deeply, because we've all faced moments when life didn't go as planned. We've all been forced to find courage in the face of uncertainty. Kelly and Mark's journey is a reflection of our own, proof that love, when tested, can still triumph. As their family continues this difficult path, one thing remains unshakable: their bond. Through every tear and every challenge, their connection only deepens. And for the millions who have laughed, cried, and grown up watching them, it's more than a celebrity story. It's a testament to what it means to truly love someone through every season of life. So tonight, as Kelly and Mark face their greatest challenge yet, the world stands with them, with hope, with love, with faith, that brighter days are still ahead. Because as Kelly said, and she meant it, we are not giving up. Not yet. Love endures. It heals, it strengthens. And even when the future is uncertain, their love, continues to shine.